How's about that? How's about that? How we won that game. Just wow. West Ham United 1, Manchester United 3. Second half FC. BRUNO FC. I swear Manchester United is a roller coaster of a club, of a team. I swear, right? In the first half, we were all OLE out. And then the second half, he pulls this off. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to feel anymore. It's, yeah. We literally went from being mid-table to now being 2 points off the top. I can't believe it. I cannot believe how this just happens. Anyway. Lineup. Gotta start somewhere. No Bruno. Bruno did not start. Which I just knew was gonna be a disaster because West Ham were playing a 3-4-3 and Bruno's the only creative player we really have. And yeah. So the lineup was De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof. I fucking hate Maguire and Lindelof. I just hate it, but I guess maybe Ollie feels that Maguire and Lindelof are our two best centre backs, which they are realistically. They've just become, you know, a victim of a very bad partnership. You know, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with Maguire and Lindelof individually. Just together they don't work. We saw McTominay, Van der Beek, and Pogba. Ollie still thinks Van der Beek should play best position is the number 10. You know the way Ollie treats Van der Beek is criminal. It's criminal what he's doing to Van der Beek. It's just sad. Anyway, yeah, and then the front three was Greenwood, Cavani, Martial. You can see David Moyes giving his thoughts there. But anyway, first off, there's nothing much to say. We were crap. We could barely get out of our own half. And West Ham were playing a 3-4-3. The same formation Arsenal played against us. And yet they were getting forward more than us. And oh my god, it was just a disaster when it happened. I thought at that point I was just like, it's so scripted. West Ham were gonna win with their fans back in the stadium. Like the scene was set. Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, and you know the goal we conceded. And this is where I say, this is where I ask, do we really learn from our mistakes? We don't. We conceded a similar goal against Southampton. Not just this season, but last season as well. We played Southampton and they scored a very similar goal, and I'm pretty sure that was from a corner as well. It's just we don't learn. We stick with this zonal marking. Actually, let me start off with how the goal was scored. Corner comes in. I don't know who's marking Declan Rice, and I don't think anybody was marking Declan Rice. There was just a whole crowd of players there, but nobody was doing anything. Declan Rice just flicks the ball into the far post, and Telles and I'm pretty sure it was Telles and Pogba just stood still. There was a miscommunication between them, and I forgot who scored. I think it was was it Jared Bowen? I don't remember, but anyway, we conceded the goal, and the half really just got worse. McTominay was awful in that first half. Martial as well. Martial and Tellez were awful, but I think, was it Balbuena? I think Balbuena just had them covered, pocketed both of them. Yeah, Balbuena and Bowen just pocketed both of them. And Green, Cavani was probably, I wouldn't say our most effective player, but he looked to be like our best chance of getting the equalizer, even though we weren't providing him any service really. It's just Cavani's movement is so good. He just gets into these in such good positions. We didn't give him the service. Yeah, Greenwood was poor. Martial was poor. I'm just gonna say it. He was poor. Tellez a never good game, but that was because he was pocketed on that left hand side. Pogba. It's Pogba. He's on and off. Yeah, and Van der Beek couldn't really get in the ball because the ball wasn't even getting to him. He had to come back to receive the ball because we don't have any creativity. We don't have creativity. We don't have leadership, and hence we don't have organization. Harry Maguire, let me just say something. Harry Maguire is not a fucking captain. How Bruno Fernandes doesn't have the captaincy is just absolutely criminal. It's worse than substituting Van der Beek instead of McTominay. But anyway, that's the second half. All right, second half. Bruno, Rashford, come on. For Cavani. I was just like, really, was Cavani in your head? Cavani should have been subbed off. I was like, Greenwood was poor, Martial was poor, but you're gonna sub off Cavani. And then that point that just frustrated me. What frustrated me even more, and I was nearly like, Oliao, I nearly said those words, was when Bruno came on for Van der Beek, and it's just, oh my god, it's just so abundantly obvious that Oli does not like, I don't say don't like, but he just does not trust Van der Beek. But the irony is, he trusts McTominay, which at best is an average bench player. He is not a first teamer. Anyway, second half, all of a sudden, like a flick of a switch, everybody turns up. Like I'm not even gonna single out a specific player. It's just like, second half, flick of a switch, everybody turns up, right? We put a little bit of pressure on them, but at that point it was just we had a little bit of an edge over them. So equalizer. West Ham tried to put a ball over the top. Dean Henderson comes out of his box on the right hand side to clear it. The clearance seemingly went out of play, seemingly, but it curled back into Bruno. And Bruno finds himself in a lot of space. Rashford just happens to get into the box. Bruno doesn't actually find Rashford. He carries on running towards the center of the pitch. He lays it off to Pogba, and boom. Whew! Like, that there is Pogba in the Juventus days. Like, that is prime Pogba. That took me back to the goal he scored against Aston Villa last season. Oof. What a clean strike. And you know something about Pogba, the amount of curl he gets on his shots is phenomenal. He's class when he wants to be, you know what I mean? When he can be. He's just not consistent. That's the unfortunate thing. And at 1-1 now, we're just like, here we go. Here you go. That whole first half and now second half, you decide to turn up. And literally, you know what? Before I go to the second half, again, I have another thought. Where would we be without Bruno Fernandes? Just a question. Like, you can just see Bruno practically is our entire team. He's our captain, he's our most creative player, he's our stat padder. You know, his goal involvement is pretty much 100% at this point. Like, without Bruno, do we score goals? No. Just incredible. Second goal, I'm pretty sure comes from a throw-in. And I've got to say, you know, leading up to that second goal, our passing was so slick. McTominay, all of a sudden, flick of a switch, starts playing like he's the best CDM ever. Like, the whole of the first half, he's passing backwards, getting skipped over. Second half, he's starting to just pass forward. It's literally in the first 2 minutes, he just starts. He puts 3 passes forward. Like, it's just like a flick of a switch. Like, all of a sudden, after in the second half, he realizes how to become a United player. Anyway, second goal. Tellers with the assist on the left-hand side, passes into Greenwood, who, you know, he volleys it up with his first touch, and on the half volley, just hits it like in the box. Ugh. And you know, he's 18. He's turning 19, I think, next year. And he's finishing like that. Is again, what do you say about it? It's just class. And 2-1 up. And again, I'm thinking, how have we done this? And after the second goal, we just kept going with the ball over the top. There was an opportunity where Rashford should have scored. He hit the post. He tried to go for the far corner for some reason, the left-hand corner, and he hit the bar. I felt he should have just taken on the near post. Keeper would have saved it, but it would have been a good save rather than a bad shot from Rashford. But anyway, he makes up for it. Bruno gets it to Mata, and Mata just puts a beautiful first-time ball over the top to Rashford, and Rashford just dinks it over the keeper. And 3-1, it's game over. And I'm just sat there like, what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, how do you keep getting away with this? Because he did. He absolutely got away with it. Listen, I don't care if he's won. He's absolutely gotten away with just poor, I would call it poor coaching, poor, I don't want to say a poor team selection, but just just a lack of, just a lack of mentality. You know what I mean? You know, and that's the thing. I'm so confused. You know what I mean? I can't pinpoint for sure what the problem is. Like, is it the coaching? Is it the players? I mean, we know what the big problem is upstairs, but on the pitch, like, is it the coaching? You think it's the coaching, but then the players do something bad, and you're just there, like, you're quite like, is it Ollie? Is it the players? Is it? I think it's just a bit of everything at this point. That's you know what? That's United. That's United. You just don't know what the problem is. You just hope we win. That's it, really. Yeah, but listen. Job done. Job done. I just realized I may have said De Gea in goal. It was Henderson in goal. I'll put that in the description if I made a mistake on that. I'm just in disbelief. I cannot believe that we've won that game. But anyway, we win the game with 2 points from the top. Chelsea play Leeds now, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope Leeds win. Okay, because let's be honest, if we want to be in a title race, we need everyone above us to drop points. That you know what I mean? Because I can't trust this team to go on a run. I can't. And you know, tonight's game was about just doing the job. Leipzig is going to be such a stressful game. If we don't qualify, it's going to be a kick in the fucking nuts. We'll be in the Europa League with Arsenal and Tottenham. Oh. I cannot imagine that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that. We move on. Come on, United.